My beloved child, I have watched the tears you cried in silence, the nights when your heart was broken into pieces so small you felt they could never be put together again, and I have seen the moments when you whispered into the darkness asking why someone who said they loved you could treat you in such a way, why someone you trusted so deeply could play with your heart as if it were a toy to be used and then discarded. But let me tell you today that I have never turned my face away from your pain. I have been there with you through every moment of betrayal, through every silence, through every word left unsaid, through every broken promise, through every false smile, and I want you to know that nothing has escaped my eyes. No wound inflicted on your soul has been hidden from me, and no act of cruelty against your innocent love has gone unnoticed, because I am the God who sees all, who knows all, who hears the cries of my children, and I am also the God of justice, the one who rises up to defend the hearts that were wounded unfairly, and today I tell you with certainty that the one who played with your heart, the one who thought they could mock the purity of your love, the one who thought they could deceive you and walk away untouched, they are now standing face to face with consequences they never thought would arrive, for no one can escape the hand of divine justice, no one can toy with the heart of my beloved and walk away as if I did not exist. And no one can trample on what is sacred without reaping what they have sown. You thought you lost, you thought they walked away victorious, you thought their games and lies left you empty while they continued smiling, but what you did not see, my child, is that I was writing the rest of the story. I was preparing a divine turning point, and while you were healing in secret, they were setting themselves up for a downfall they cannot run from. Because I said in my word that what a man sows, he will also reap, and they sowed lies, they sowed manipulation, they sowed betrayal, and now the seeds they planted are beginning to grow into storms they will not be able to stop, storms that will shake everything they tried to build on the foundation of deceit. Storms that will remind them that love is not a game, that hearts are not toys, that loyalty is not to be mocked, and that the pain they gave you will echo back into their own life with a weight heavier than they ever expected. Do not think, my beloved, that I take joy in punishing, for I am a God of mercy and compassion, but I am also a God of balance, and when someone refuses to repent, when someone chooses to continue in their arrogance, when someone decides that they can mock my beloved children and never face the consequences, then I must allow the justice of heaven to intervene, and that is what is happening now. Even as you hear these words, the one who played with your heart is beginning to feel the emptiness of their own choices. They are beginning to see the walls close in around them. They are beginning to discover that the false happiness they chased is turning into ashes in their hands, and they are beginning to understand that you were not just another person, you were a blessing, a gift from me, a rare soul of light placed in their path, and instead of honoring that gift, they chose to mock it, to break it, to discard it. And now they are realizing too late that what they threw away was irreplaceable. I want you to lift your head, my child, because this is not the end of your story. This betrayal was not the final chapter, the rejection you felt was not a sign of your worth, the heartbreak you endured was not proof that you are unlovable. In fact, it is the opposite. You are priceless to me, and the very fact that you loved so deeply, so purely, so selflessly is proof that your heart carries the kind of beauty this world cannot manufacture, the kind of beauty that only comes from me. And while they played with it, while they treated it like something to use, I was preserving it. I was holding the pieces together in my hands. I was shaping your future even in your darkest nights, and now I declare that what they tried to destroy will only rise stronger, brighter, and more radiant than ever before, because no human cruelty can cancel the plans I have for you, no betrayal can erase your destiny, and no heartbreak can stop the blessings that are already written in your name. The person who played with your heart is about to face what they never wanted to face. They are about to see the mirror of their own actions. They are about to reap the loneliness they tried to bury. They are about to feel the weight of every careless word, every false promise, every manipulation, every silence they used as a weapon, because I am letting their own actions return to them. Not to destroy them completely, but to make them understand that love is holy, that hearts are sacred, that betrayal carries consequences, and while they walk this path of regret, you will walk a different path, a path of healing, of restoration, of elevation, a path where you will discover a love that mirrors my love. A love that honors, cherishes, and protects, a love that will never play games with your soul, and when that moment comes, you will look back and realize that the pain you endured was only setting you apart for something far greater than you could have imagined. So do not let bitterness poison your spirit, do not let anger consume your thoughts, do not let their betrayal make you believe that love is a lie, because I am love. And the love I will pour into your life will erase the sting of this wound. The love I will bring into your story will restore everything you thought you lost. The love I will reveal will be so powerful that the games of the past will fade into nothing, and while they face the emptiness of their choices, you will overflow with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Hold on to me, my child, for I am near, I am with you in every breath, I am the one who wipes away your tears, I am the one who whispers peace into your storms, I am the one who transforms heartbreak into destiny, and I promise you this: those who mocked you, those who underestimated you, those who thought they could break you without consequence, they will see you rise. They will see you shine, they will see my hand of blessing on your life, and they will understand that no one can play with the heart of my chosen and escape untouched, because I am the Lord your defender, your healer, your redeemer, and I will turn your pain into power, your tears into testimony, and your heartbreak into hope. My beloved, lean closer to my voice, because I am not finished yet, for the story of your pain is still unfolding into something far more beautiful than you can see right now, and I know your heart still trembles when you remember the betrayal. I know your chest still tightens when their name crosses your mind. I know the scars they left feel fresh when loneliness whispers into your nights. But I want you to know this truth with every beat of your heart, that your scars are not signs of weakness, they are signs of survival. They are proof that you endured what was meant to crush you. They are reminders that even when someone played with your heart and shattered your trust, you did not stop breathing, you did not stop existing, and though you felt you could not go on, you are still here because I kept you here, because my hand carried you, because my love shielded you from the darkness that wanted to swallow you whole. And now I am using those very scars as the foundation of your strength, because you will rise not in spite of what happened but because of it. For your story will become a testimony that even betrayal cannot destroy a soul anchored in me. The one who played with your heart believed that they could walk away and never look back, but I tell you they will look back, and when they do, they will feel the emptiness that their actions created. They will long for the loyalty you gave so freely, they will crave the peace you carried in your presence, they will search for the comfort your love provided, and they will realize that no one else can replace what they so carelessly threw away, and as they face these truths, you will no longer be in the same place, because I am lifting you higher, I am carrying you into new seasons, I am opening doors that their betrayal tried to close. And while they are bound by regret, you will be surrounded by blessings that overflow, you will be clothed in joy that cannot be stolen, and you will walk in love that cannot be shaken. Do not confuse their downfall with your worth, my child, because your worth has always been greater than their recognition of it. You were valuable before they met you, you were precious when they failed to see it, you were chosen when they decided to betray you, and you will remain chosen now that they face the consequences, because your value comes from me and not from how another human treated you, and while they reap the fruit of their actions, I want you to step into the freedom of forgiveness. Not to release them from responsibility but to release yourself from the weight of their chains, because forgiveness is not for them, it is for you, it is the key that unlocks your healing, it is the bridge that carries you into joy, it is the shield that protects your soul from bitterness, and when you forgive, you will walk lighter, you will smile deeper, and you will live fuller, because the burden of their betrayal will no longer rest on your shoulders, it will be carried by me. Remember this always, what they did to you is not the definition of love, it is the distortion of it, and you must not let their distortion rewrite your understanding of the beauty of love, because the love I have planned for you is pure, it is patient, it is kind, it does not lie, it does not betray, it does not play with hearts, it does not abandon, it does not manipulate, and when that love enters your life, you will recognize it instantly because it will not feel like confusion, it will not feel like walking on broken glass, it will not feel like waiting for the next disappointment, instead it will feel like peace, it will feel like home, it will feel like being seen for the first time. And in that moment you will understand why the betrayal happened, not because you deserved pain but because I was clearing the path for something holy, something sacred, something lasting, and in that love you will heal in ways you never thought possible. So, my beloved, lift your eyes from the ashes of betrayal and fix them on the horizon of hope, because your tomorrow will not look like your yesterday, your future will not repeat your past, and the one who played with your heart will no longer define your story, for your story is written by my hand, sealed by my love, and destined for greatness, and as I speak these words into your spirit, feel the weight of sorrow begin to lift. Feel the chains of heartbreak begin to fall, feel the light of new beginnings begin to shine, because I am your God and I am making all things new, and the one who played with your heart, the one who thought they left you broken, will look back and see you whole, healed, radiant, untouchable, and they will finally understand that no human cruelty can destroy what I have chosen, and you, my beloved, are chosen, my precious child. I know you still feel the weight of unanswered questions, I know. Your mind replays the moments when you gave your all only to be treated as if your love was worthless, and I know your soul aches from the way they laughed, pretended, and acted as if your feelings were nothing but a game to them. But let me remind you again that I am the God who never plays with hearts, I am the God who treasures every tear, who counts every sigh, who understands every silent cry, and I am the one who has been holding you together even when you felt you were falling apart, because your heart is too precious to me to be left in the ruins of someone else's carelessness. They may have thought that their lies would go unnoticed, they may have believed their masks would never fall, but every mask eventually cracks, every hidden motive eventually rises to the surface, every deception eventually faces the light, and now the light of truth is exposing them, the light of justice is surrounding them. And what they thought they could hide forever is now standing in front of them with nowhere to run, because no one can outrun the justice of heaven. I know you once wished that they would come back and see your worth, you hoped they would realize the pain they caused, you prayed they would change, but instead of change they chose to continue in selfishness, and instead of cherishing you they chose to wound you. But hear me, beloved. I will not allow their choices to define your destiny. I will not allow their betrayal to be the end of your story. I will not allow their cruelty to bury the greatness inside you, because even when they walked away, I was walking you towards something greater. Even when they discarded you, I was setting you apart for something divine. Even when they mocked your love, I was writing a future where love will find you in its purest and most powerful form. The one who played with your heart is learning that the emptiness they tried to fill with lies will only grow deeper, because without truth, without honor, without compassion, there can be no real joy, there can be no lasting peace. And as their world begins to crumble, as their false happiness fades, they will be left with nothing but the weight of regret, regret for the way they treated you, regret for the love they threw away, regret for the blessing they mocked, regret for the loyalty they betrayed. And that regret will follow them like a shadow, because you cannot play with what is holy without feeling the consequence, you cannot break what is sacred without facing the breaking of your own illusions. And though you may never see all of it, I assure you, my justice is already moving. But while they walk that road of emptiness, you will walk the road of overflow, because I am pouring restoration into your spirit. I am planting seeds of joy where sorrow once lived. I am breathing new life into your weary soul, and soon you will feel the freedom that comes when chains are broken. You will feel the strength that rises when faith is renewed. You will feel the peace that enters when you finally release the weight of their betrayal into my hands. And as you walk lighter, as you rise higher, you will become living proof that no heartbreak can stop my plan, no betrayal can erase my purpose, no rejection can cancel the future I have already written in your name. So do not cling to what was lost. Do not hold on to the image of who they pretended to be. Do not keep replaying the false promises they spoke, because those things no longer hold power over you. They no longer deserve your energy, they no longer define your worth, for you are stepping into something they could never give you, something purer, something deeper, something everlasting. And that something is my love made manifest in your future, in the relationships I will send, in the blessings I will pour, in the destiny I will unfold, because you were never meant to remain broken, you were meant to rise, to shine, to walk in the fullness of all that I created you to be. My beloved, hold on to this truth. The one who played with your heart has set themselves on a path of sorrow, but you are walking a path of promise, and while their choices lead to regret, your choices to trust me will lead to restoration, abundance, and a love that will never play with your soul again. For I am God, and I am faithful to heal, faithful to restore, faithful to make all things new. My child, I am not done speaking, for there is still more I need you to feel deep in your heart. Because I know the nights when you replayed every moment and wondered if you were not enough. I know the days when you questioned yourself and asked what you could have done differently. I know the hours when you carried shame that was never yours to carry, and I say to you now, release those lies, for you were never the problem, you were never unworthy, you were never lacking. The one who played with your heart was blind to the treasure standing in front of them, blind to the love that only a pure soul could give, blind to the blessing I placed in their life, and when blindness meets selfishness, destruction follows, but their blindness does not diminish your beauty, their betrayal does not erase your light. Their games do not cancel your destiny, because your worth is unshakable and your value is eternal in my eyes. The very love they mocked is the same love that will lift you higher, the same loyalty they abused is the same loyalty I will reward, the same patience they trampled is the same patience that will lead you to doors that only I can open. So never regret the love you gave, never regret the time you invested, never regret the heart you offered, because though they mishandled it, I am using it to write a testimony that will inspire many, a story that will reveal my power to heal and restore, a journey that will show others that even when humans betray, I never fail, I never leave. I never abandon, and I never play with the hearts of my children. They are now standing in the harvest of their own actions, and as they walk in circles searching for the peace they lost, you will walk straight into blessings prepared for you long before this pain entered your life, because while they were playing games, I was preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I was lining up opportunities. I was calling forth people who will see your worth instantly. I was shaping moments of breakthrough, and soon you will see that the rejection you endured was actually redirection, the betrayal you suffered was actually protection, and the heartbreak you carried was actually preparation for something greater. Something divine, something they were never meant to hold. Do not let anger consume you, beloved, for anger will only chain you to their memory. Do not let bitterness grow, for bitterness will only poison the soil of your heart. Instead, let forgiveness be your weapon, let healing be your anthem, let peace be your portion, because forgiveness will release you, healing will restore you, peace will strengthen you, and when you walk in those gifts, you will rise untouchable, radiant, whole, and they will watch from a distance, unable to understand how you could shine so brightly after all they did, and in that moment they will finally realize that the one they tried to break is the one who cannot be broken. Because I am the God who holds you. Yes, they may smile on the outside now, but inside they feel the weight of emptiness. Yes, they may pretend that everything is fine, but their soul is restless. Yes, they may act strong, but they are haunted by the truth they cannot escape, and the truth is that they threw away a blessing, they mocked a gift. They played with a love that only a heart touched by heaven could give, and now the emptiness they created in you has come full circle into their own life, and they will taste the same loneliness they once handed you, because no one can escape the law of sowing and reaping, no one can escape the mirror of their own actions, and the one who played with your heart is discovering this reality now. But you, my beloved, are walking into a season where the pain will no longer define you, where the betrayal will no longer haunt you, where the memory will no longer wound you, because I am doing a new thing. I am turning the ashes into beauty, I am turning the pain into power, I am turning the heartbreak into healing. And soon the laughter that once mocked you will be replaced by your own laughter, a laughter filled with joy, with freedom, with the lightness of a soul finally free from the weight of what others did, and that laughter will echo as a song of victory, a song of redemption, a song of divine justice fulfilled. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is meant to anchor your heart and give you strength for the days ahead. You have cried enough tears over someone who did not value them. You have spent enough sleepless nights questioning yourself over the actions of someone who was never worthy of your love, and you have given enough energy to memories that no longer deserve to live rent-free in your heart. For I am calling you higher, I am calling you out of the shadows of betrayal into the light of new beginnings, I am calling you out of the pain they caused into the joy I am preparing, I am calling you away from the weight of their lies into the freedom of my truth, and this call is not for tomorrow, it is for now, it is for this very moment, because the longer you cling to what broke you, the longer you delay the blessings that are rushing toward you, and I want you to be ready to receive. I want your hands open, I want your heart healed, I want your mind renewed, so that when I release the blessings with your name on them, you will not miss them, you will not reject them, and you will not confuse them with the counterfeits that once played with your soul. The one who played with your heart thought they could move forward without consequence, but every step they take now carries the weight of their choices, and though they may try to hide it behind smiles and distractions, I see the emptiness eating away at them, I see the guilt knocking at the door of their conscience, I see the regret slowly rising like a tide, and I know they feel the loss of your presence, they feel the absence of your love. They feel the void of the loyalty you once poured into them, and though they may not admit it to anyone, their spirit knows they destroyed something they cannot replace, and that awareness will follow them, it will grow stronger, it will whisper in their quiet moments. It will haunt them in the silence of the night, because truth always surfaces, and truth always confronts. But my child, I do not want your focus to remain on them, because the more you look back, the harder it becomes to walk forward, the more you rehearse the pain, the harder it becomes to embrace the healing, the more you dwell on their choices, the harder it becomes to celebrate your own destiny. And so I am asking you to shift your eyes from the past to the promise, from the heartbreak to the healing, from the betrayal to the blessing, because I have already gone ahead of you and prepared a future that no betrayal can erase, I have already opened doors that no heartbreak can shut. I have already written a chapter that no human can cancel, and this chapter is filled with restoration, with love that is pure, with friendships that are loyal, with opportunities that are divine, with joy that is overflowing, and when you step into it fully, you will not look back with sorrow but with gratitude, for you will see how I used even the betrayal as a stepping stone to greater things. Your heart is not ruined. Your love is not wasted, your story is not over, you are not broken. Beyond repair, you are not forgotten, you are not invisible, you are not abandoned, you are not cursed, you are not unlucky, you are not unlovable, you are my chosen, you are my beloved, you are my masterpiece. You are the one I have kept through storms that should have destroyed you, and you are the one I will lift higher than you ever dreamed, and soon the weight of this heartbreak will no longer feel heavy, it will no longer define your days, it will no longer steal your nights, because I am lifting it off your shoulders, I am healing the deepest cracks, I am restoring the broken pieces, I am filling the emptiness with my love, and you will rise radiant, whole, unshaken, and untouchable. So breathe, my child, breathe out the pain and breathe in my peace, breathe out the sorrow and breathe in my joy, breathe out the betrayal and breathe in my healing, because I am doing something new. I am moving in ways you cannot yet see, I am writing victories you cannot yet imagine, I am releasing blessings that will overtake you, and when they arrive, you will know that I never left you, I never abandoned you, I never ignored your tears, I was working all along. And I was preparing to show you that the one who played with your heart was never the end of your story but only a chapter that set the stage for your greatest beginning.